Madam Chancellor, Madam President, graduates, George Brown College faculty and staff, family and friends. It's my honor and privilege to be a keynote speaker at this virtual convocation ceremony for the graduating class of 2020 from the Center for Arts, Design, and Information Technology. Congratulations to each and every one of you. You must be very proud of your accomplishment. Your presence here is an acknowledgement of the effort, time, responsibility, resilience, agility, and hard work that you consciously applied to your courses, labs, workshops, and webinars, not to mention the meetups and parties, as these were also, I'm sure, a part of your learning pathway. Your family and friends here to witness this momentous occasion, and those who are unable to be with us today, are equally proud of you and of your accomplishments. My technology career started in a very different environment than the one you are entering today, but there are some aspects that remain true. So as you embark on this new phase of your life, I'd like you to think about the 3 C's: curiosity, courage, and commitment. Curiosity. Be curious. Don't be afraid to ask lots of questions. Ask the 5 W's. What, where, who, when, why. You never know where your curiosity will take you. Courage. Be courageous in the face of opposition or rejection. And believe me, there will be rejection. Have the courage to believe in yourself, apply for that dream position, speak truth to power, start that company, dare to dream big. Commitment. Commit to yourself, your family, your community, and work to make your relationships and their experience of you a positive one. A positive outlook and attitude will attract more positive energy, people, and outcomes to you. The 3 C's began for me with a high school bus trip into downtown Toronto. As we traveled along Bloor Street East, we passed this regal building behind a wrought iron fence surrounded by what I called pool table grass. I was curious about what was behind the wrought iron gates and doors of that building. My curiosity was piqued again while working as a teller at a trust company after high school. Computers were being introduced throughout the organization, and I had questions. How do they get the computer to do the things that it does? What do you need to know to work with computers? I asked because it hadn't taken me long to realize that my dream for myself was bigger than being a teller. That computer rollout spurred me to search for a program that would educate and train me to work with computers. I eventually found the program that suited me at a College of Applied Arts and Technology, and 3 years later, graduated as a programmer analyst. Like you, I was thrilled when I graduated. The next big thing on my list was to find my first job as a programmer analyst. I searched every newspaper's career section. You're probably thinking, newspapers? Career section? What is she talking about? Okay, at that time, the job search was a totally manual process. The Bloor Street building, the one that I had passed on my school trips, belonged to an insurance company. So I applied for every programmer or programmer analyst posting at that company. I received many rejection letters, but I had the courage to continue applying because I wanted the opportunity to walk through those wrought iron gates, pass the pool table grass, and enter the building. My efforts paid off, and I finally got a letter inviting me to interview. I got to enter that building. 3 interviews later, I got the job of my dreams, signed the offer, and started my career as a programmer analyst. My passion, commitment were always on display whenever I talked about that first job. I was committed and passionate about programming, problem solving, and project management, anything to do with technology. It was a dizzying start and I loved it. Later on, my college education was the springboard that launched my career to positions in management and senior leadership in corporate and nonprofit organizations. That dizzying, amazing career start is what I wish for each of you, whether you are pursuing a career in the arts, design, or information technology. In the future, Many of you will be managing teams, departments, divisions, or companies in our digital economy, possibly in expanding areas such as clean tech, clean resources, advanced manufacturing, interactive digital media, health and biotechnology, agri-foods and food tech, utilizing evolving growth technologies of blockchain, AI, machine learning, 5G, and cybersecurity, or others not yet discovered. According to the Information and Communications Technology Council's Digital Talent Outlook 2023 report, conservatively speaking, the demand for digitally skilled talent is projected to reach more than 250,000 by 2023, which indicates there is room for each and every one of you to find meaningful employment in your area of specialty. I would especially like to take a moment to speak to the women graduating today. Data from Statistics Canada's Gender Analysis of the Occupational Pathways of STEM Graduates in Canada notes that women's participation in these occupations is still less than 30%. That number, along with the gender wage gap, has seen little change over the last several years. I'm committed to gender and wage equity and to seeing the number of women, particularly Black, Indigenous, and people of color, increase to at least 50%, if not more, in my lifetime. The challenges are many, but the need for women to secure, retain employment, and advance in the technology sector is essential. The critical thinking, creativity, ingenuity, and inclusive design thinking that you have learned at George Brown College are going to serve you well in introducing innovative tools, software, devices, entrepreneurial business opportunities, and new ideas into the world. Your time at George Brown College is the beginning of a lifelong journey of learning in your workplaces, your community, and with your family and friends. Your college education has provided you with the skills and intellectual capacity to explore and move in directions that you may not have yet considered. That education, coupled with your own curiosity, courage, and commitment, will take you far. Thank you.